get more trouble than you're worth. You know that, right?
I know. Makes me stand out.
Can you get that where you...
Yeah, I'm good.
Has this been a good day for you?
Yes. And it's
well, that's the right answer, but do you mean it?
Yes, I mean it a lot. I don't want to say it's crazy because it's supposed to happen. I knew that I was going to be up here. And I was like, how can I shift my energy? Because we're coming up to the end of the time. And I'm getting on that stage no matter what. So,
okay, so you hear the clarity of that. And can you hear how the clarity of desire was stronger than the history of the day? When you get decided about something, a strong desire blows beliefs out of the water. You know that? That's worth noting.
So I have a two-parter, but I'll get to the first one first, if we have time. So it felt really good to get up here for one main reason. I'm a singer, songwriter. I've been auditioning for shows since I was 16.
Yeah.
I've made it on several shows, but I've never made it on the show. I've made it past producers. I've made it to the tapings. And I've always been in the room with people who have made it on the show.
Huh.
I've always auditioned right next to the people who have made it on the show, become friends with people who have made it on the shows. And it's not about the show, it's just, that's the question that I'm asking, and it was really cool. I don't remember your name, but you remind me of somebody who I would see in a room who would make it
every time.
Every time. And you have that quality about you. I just want you to know, like, I see that in you also. And whenever she was saying that little dog, it's just something about that energy. And I was like...
Well, we want to say some things to you because we don't really have a lot of time. And there's something that we want you to hear before you go further. And that is, when you are introducing yourself to a scenario like that, where people are choosing what they're choosing, you don't really know what the set of intentions are that they have for that. They're looking for a variety. They're looking for specific things. Nobody gets to decide whether you make it or not, only you. And so it's like this condominium that Esther set into motion didn't come to fruition, but it doesn't mean she didn't make it. It doesn't mean that it was for nothing. Nobody else gets to decide for you. So what you're talking about here is what most people are dealing with. They're dealing with the eyes of the world who seem to have put themselves in a position where they believe that they get to do the deciding for you about you. And they don't. And they don't. It's like, can you explain how you got over here? We've hardly even looked over there.
I know. I was like, you need to look this way.
So, clear intention. You just have to love what you're doing so much that you don't care who approves of it or who disapproves of it. You just have to like the process so much and feel your own expansion and enjoy your own becoming. And like all those opportunities that you had when you were around people, you had access to a vibration about them. In fact, you pointed one out just now. You can feel those. And you weren't looking for talent, you were looking for alignment. It's not the most talented ones that are at the top of any charts. It's those that have a desire that they're not contradicting with their own old baggage or self-conversations that aren't working for them. Would you agree with that? How does anybody get to decide why that one is chosen and why that one isn't? You don't get to decide that. You can watch those shows and you can play that game. And we're not discouraging that in any way. We're just saying nobody gets to decide for you but you. And that's what we like about everything that happened for you, happened to you. You know that you've got something that you want to do. And so what if it doesn't fit in with what somebody else thinks? Do you see how your world is restructuring itself all around? Things that you've been counting on, you can't count on. Things that you want to count on, you can't count on. This is the best time for the law of attraction that has ever happened in all of humanity. More people are having to let go of more norms that they thought were the reason that more things were going on. And all along it has just been desire and allowing. And people have just been making up stuff to try to explain why why things are working and why they're not working. And today, you've had a really clear reorientation about why things are working and why things aren't working and what to do about it, yes?
Yes.
So what's your desire? What is it that you want? Be clear. What and why? You're a writer, so you want to convey your thoughts. You're a performer, so you want
I want the masses to feel what I've felt in a positive way and impact a lot of
You
lives.
want the masses that are on your vibrational wavelength. Is that a big group?
Yes.
Even though you're on the leading edge of thought? Because the
not.
leading edge
Right.
of thought is not where the masses are.
Right.
Eventually they will be. It just doesn't happen right now, this red hot minute.
Yeah.
And so most people give up their leading edge in order to cater to the masses. And then they're unhappy in their work because they're not being true to themselves. Can you have it all? No. Be true to yourself and watch what happens. Love what you're doing. Just keep doing it. Love what you're doing. And trust that the universe knows